From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Go.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 10-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Hero 15.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards, first down Packers. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Check 99. Check 99.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Go!
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Watch the pass.
Hey, 626!
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Open man is Allison, complete. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense, and to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Mike, check. 59.
Now it's Rodgers. Jones has it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now a first down carry by Jones. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Watch the run. Check 59.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers.
Just right there.
Incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Two-jet bomber.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now they'll try and run the sweep to McCord. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again. You didn't get it right the first time. Just get right back on the ball and go. It doesn't matter that they know you're coming. You ought to be able to pick up this short yardage.
Check 52, box track.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Flushed out right. And this is caught by Watkins. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Yellow. There's a line.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Attack.
Shift. Watch the shift. Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well. And you would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the all-pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
And as you might imagine, Baltimore leads the way. 5 players named to the all-pro selection. Of course, leading the way for them, the quarterback, Lamar Jackson.
Yes, and rightly so. And I fully expect him to be named the MVP when we get to NFL honors right before the Super Bowl. He's going to sweep all of those, and he deserves it. Carried that team throughout the season and got better in their bigger games.
Hey, Sunday. Attack. 15.
Why? Who? Mike 42.
15.
Check. Mike 42. I'm coming.
Here we go. 4th down, Mahomes. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
We got 4. Watch out.
Hey, check 26.
Jim.
Loco over here.
Lucky.
Inside. Hey, box truck. Rolling back.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Here, 15.
42, Mike, 42.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
Come to my
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes, open man is Hill. He's got it. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He goes to use you.
Let's get it now. Let's get it right now.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
43, 43, 15.
No. Me. 42's the mic, boys. 42. 42's the mic. Switch out. Mike,
Mahomes now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
It's a game of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Yellow. Let's go, Larry.
hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Hey, 43.
Tons. Kill. Turn up.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. It's Hill. Complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touch.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 29.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Mike, screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll try and run with Ware. There he goes, right side. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware, 29 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. On 1st down, Rodgers.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 54 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On the pickup, 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Tight right. You got 3 down.
Hey, Sunday.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Hey, 43.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Mahomes.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed.
There he goes left side. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Rodgers now on first down. This one complete to his running back, Jamal Williams. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. We're back now in KC. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. That is incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Rodgers on target here to Allison. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 13 yards, first down Packers. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers to throw once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. To try again after the sack. Rodgers, it's caught here by Adams. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Rodgers now to throw on 3rd down. Got a man, that's Allison. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Crosby with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Mahomes. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Steps away. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill 69 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
You block over here. 26.
Rodgers to throw. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers now to throw. And he's going to go down again. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Inside. Hey, Charlie.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down here. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Now a Bay Area native from up in Berkeley. This is Marshawn Lynch. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. 23 yards on the play.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but What a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Wilson buying time to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. Lynch pushing, but he is not going to get there. They stop him short. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Running for it. Here's Lynch. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1.
11. Lock.
55, not 55.
Hey, Echo.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He finds Coleman. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Right, here we go. 180.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Mostert. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
13.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo drops it off for Coleman.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
2.
Check 55 to Mike.
Hey, orbit.
Pick up the ball.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Wilson. Flushed out right. They'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wilson going to throw again. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 20. 54. Go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So after the run by Lynch, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 2nd down now, it's Lynch. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight. Scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. This is Mostert. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Hey, Zoo.
Let him know, let him know. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Time to go, night.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So a stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
Here we go. You better bring. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring.
Here we go. I got you. Mike 50.
No Bravo. One, Omaha.
50. Oh, here we go. Oh.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo going up top. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Right here. Check out.
They'll try to get something going with Marshawn Lynch. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
At the 18-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Carson. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They run again with Carson. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase, and if you get a lift, and if they get deflated a little bit.
At their own 29-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Garoppolo now. 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going. So, you know, I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Here we go.
2nd and goal from the 1. It's Coleman here. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. They'll run it with Coleman. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Fourth quarter, holding on to a lead, fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
Booker T.
Mike 54. It's our time. It's right.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he is going to have the first down, and that is